kept you waiting, huh? This is Snake. I'm done here.
How about now?
I can't hear you. I'm good on my end.
I think I might have just fixed the problem. I
All
might
right.
have just fixed the problem. We have to wait until the live stream confirms it, though. Still, you got anything over there? Yes,
I'm good on
sir.
my
We
end.
got it. We got it. We got it. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, man. Hey, that's why I try to say, man. Let's get fucking through it, man. Let's go, man. Let's go.
OBS is all good.
The other layout. I'm gonna switch it out to the other layout. Like him on one side and me on the other because he was saying it looked hella crusty. So we'll just do it like this. I think it. Huh? Brooks was saying my face cam looked hella crusty. I would keep it like this. We keep it like this. All right, HMO podcast live. Finally, we are live, baby. About time. I don't know. Christian Rice was saying he was gonna pull up. All right, well, he'll pull up if he pull up. And go ahead and tweet that. We got that link out on Twitter. Anybody on here that got a Twitter, go ahead and tweet that link out. And let's dive into today's show. Finally, let's dive into today's show. So there's a couple of NBA canceled games so far. We got 5 canceled games this week after only having won the entire season up to this point. The season started a little bit before Christmas. So, Brooks, tell us about this new COVID protocol that the NBA is currently rolling out.
Man, the boys can't have fun anymore. That's what it is. Don't invite me out if I can't have a good time because these guys, they can't have any ladies that they haven't known in a while up to the hotel. They can't dab each other up at the free throw line, say what's up. After games, all that. You got to wear masks at all times on the
Crazy.
sidelines, in the film room, locker room, all of that. They are basically going super hard to protect these players, protect their investments, all of that. And I mean, you're gonna have to do some interesting things when you're not in the bubble anymore. So this is kind of like the cost of business, I guess.
That's a fact, man. That's what. Speaking of business, that's the whole reason that the NBA is still going, and that's why they went to Orlando to do the bubble in the first place. There's way too much money at stake for these guys to stop, especially for them to stop a second time. That's just going to take too much of a, well, not too much where they can't recover, but think about the people that are, lower in the ranks, like the arena employees and stuff like that. I think they're the ones that are going to feel it again the worst, like they did the first time. We've seen players coming together and making funds for them and stuff like that. So that was really good.
Yeah,
As
that was great.
as we see here, this was on ESPN. It got posted 2 hours ago. The NBA tightened the coronavirus protocols, try to preserve a season teetering. Try to preserve a season teetering amid positive tests, thinning rosters, and game postponements. The league made a dramatic change that most franchises had wanted all along: the closing off of rooms to non-team guests and road hotels. Isn't that a given though? Isn't that like that's easy? That one's easy to get.
Yeah, that is. You should. I mean, regular year, you can do whatever you want, but
Right.
around the Rona, nah, don't be making any stupid decisions, man. I know James Harden probably suffering not being able to go to like the strip clubs and all that, but you're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit, buddy.
Got
Do for
to.
the better good, for the greater good.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be able to sacrifice certain things, man. So, shoot, I thought they were doing a good job, man. I gave Adam Silver hella props for the way he handled this whole situation last time around earlier this year when they went to Orlando. I really thought that they did a great job. Just the speed, the way that no one got COVID, they did a very good job with that. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
wasn't really expecting this, man.
That's what makes this whole thing even crazier. People, there were no positive tests, and now people are like Jason Tatum. He's got the Rona now. You got people that were diagnosed like early in the year. When no one knew what was going on. They're going to get a second time around. Um, we don't want another situation that happened like with Keontae Johnson from Florida. He ends up collapsing. He has some type of like heart inflammation or something like that. You don't want that happening to someone that's making millions of dollars in the league right now. So I don't know, man. It's a scary time for these guys. It's a scary time for everybody. But again, they gotta protect their investments, and I don't take that lightly at all for any of them.
Yeah, man. That's what they say. It's a business, right? That's what these guys
Mm-hmm.
are trying to protect their assets, man. So let's go ahead and jump out of this. Get back on to Brooks and I here. So, do you see a realistic opportunity here, or I guess we should say, realistic scenario that the NBA actually will shut down? You said no, right?
Yeah, I said no earlier. Again, it's a lot of money at stake. You mentioned earlier that there's going to be a lot of arena employees, security, the vendors, all of that. They're going to miss out on a lot of money. You had owners and players being willing to sacrifice some money for them to like fill them in all that cash, but you can't risk that for another year, you know. And I think they're just gonna have to ride it out, just like the NFL did and the MLB. I think they're gonna find a way to make everything okay. Maybe they'll go into a bubble for the playoffs, like the NHL and the MLB did. But yeah, as of right now, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think they're just gonna keep postponing games. They're gonna keep, making new protocols and all that, and then whatever sticks sticks.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I disagree. I think that they probably will end up having some type of hiatus. I just don't think it would be as long as the one from March. But there's got to be some type of hiatus happening at some point. How many games do you cancel? How many times do you have 7 players playing until you decide, you know what, no more? We need to just have a break here. But for real this time, actually like 2 weeks, you know, because I think last time the beginning was like 2 weeks and it went to like a month. Next thing you know is they're over here talking about, you know, the season realistically 3 months. Okay, never mind. It might not even happen. I think that there's at least going to be a good chance that there's like a week to 2 weeks of layoffs. But like you said, man, there's so much money involved in this, man.
Let me ask you this, man. Do you think it was wrong to decide to restart the season so quickly after the bubble was over,
Yes.
and to not try to like wait out this whole bigger outbreak that we're experiencing right now?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think that, especially think about LeBron James and Jimmy Butler, man. These guys just took their teams all the way to the promised land, and they have to go right back and play less than 2 months later, right? So, or like a little bit more than 2 months later. So this is no type of time for them to rest. And then you also have to take into consideration that the non-playoff teams have been rested since March, right? So it's so much imbalance going on here. How do you make up for that? By adding advantages for another team that may have went late into the season? It's just confusing. I think that you got to maybe wait until around this time to start the season, because then everybody that had a longer rest, you let the other guys that made deep playoff runs catch up a little bit. Nah, they shouldn't have started the season, but you know why they did? It's like you said before, it's a business, man. NBA Christmas? Are you kidding me, bro? NBA Christmas, that's where they make their money. So, of course, they're going to start the season before that.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had to do it, but I think maybe starting off on Christmas Day instead of like that week before, maybe it would have helped. Possibly having a contingent plan for a bubble would have helped, but right now it's just like all a nightmare for these guys. And I hope they don't, you know, decide to stall out again or something like that. But if they do, I wouldn't be surprised.
We just gotta wait and see, man. Adam Silver, but I gotta give him his props, man. Adam Silver been doing a pretty good job. Anybody here? What up, Christian Rice? Hey, man, we have 4 people in here. Go ahead and drop a like on this video. Yeah, man. Shoot, is anybody in here? Brooks and Dro, we are in here. We are in the building, man.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you living, Mr. Cali? I think it's so funny that this guy likes the Clippers, man. I never met an LA person that likes the Clippers, as crazy as that sounds. Christian,
right?
Yeah, he loves the Clippers, man. He loves Paul George. He loves Kawhi.
Wow.
Loves them.
Was he a Clippers fan during like the Lob City era, or when that decision come? I need to know. If it was a Lob City era, then I would respect that.
Yes, sir. Marvin's in here. Bruno's in here. I too am in the building. Family? Yes, sir. Bro, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be at least more than 50% chance that we'll have some type of stoppage in play. What do you guys think? Y'all think that the NBA is going to postpone or have like a bubble situation again? Or do you think they'll just keep on going?
I mean, from what I understand, I know that they hated the bubble. The players did and the coaches did.
Shit, the Clippers
did. Media, all of them. The Clippers definitely did. I mean, we were all smoking that Clippers back, man. So they don't want to deal with that again.
Bro, how does Kawhi do that, man? Game 7, I wouldn't expect that from him. All those games,
Paul
really.
George hit the side of the backboard, bro. How does Paul George smack the backboard like that? Did you see Kawhi's mask? Kawhi's mask, man, that's probably got to be the worst mask I've seen for any NBA player.
Damn, man. Kawhi mask didn't hit the same as the LeBron mask. You remember LeBron Miami mask? He was going crazy.
You remember the Kyrie Irving one, the Phantom of the Opera joint?
Oh, yeah.
He put with the Cavaliers. He had the black mask. That was tough. I missed that one.
I think they banned that. I think they banned having a black mask. They think it's like it gives you an advantage.
How?
I don't know. I don't know how that would give you an advantage. I don't know if they think it like makes you look scary or some shit. That's just what I heard. They were saying that they banned the black mask. But then again, that source of information is Twitter. So It wasn't no
Okay,
Woj
yeah.
bomb or nothing like that. So I don't know how reliable that information is. I would have to look more into it. Shoot.
Twitter University can teach you a lot of things, but sometimes the sports stuff is just
Let's look
out
it
of
up.
pocket.
Let's look it up real quick. Let's see. Is the black NBA bans black face masks? Why did the NBA kill LeBron's black mask? That's hella old. The legend of the black mask. So no, it doesn't look like there's anything reliable on their doing that. But I did see that on Twitter. Again, gotta take that kind of stuff.
That
with
was
a
an
grain of salt.
automatic search. SB Nation has something about it.
Probably.
Shadow League does too.
Shout out to Secret Base.
I love their YouTube. They should check out their YouTube stuff because they got some good stuff going on there.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's the kind of we would need to have Secret Base on the podcast one day, man. That would be a dope sports chat. You said mod this man
God.
Marvin. Go ahead, Christian. You got the powers for it. You want to add Marvin as a mod? Whenever he's in here, he could be a chat mod because Bruno Zuni is too. He's part of the Discord. I guess anybody that's part of the Discord, if y'all want to mod up, that's up to you guys. You guys got the chance.
Talk about
speaking
of Kyrie, bro. Speaking of Kyrie, let's talk about this Kyrie Irving situation.
Yeah, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it.
So, I don't know how much you know about it, but from what I understand, last week after the unfortunate situation at the Capitol, nation's capital,
yeah,
Kyrie Irving says, "I'm gonna take a personal day off after what we just saw," and he hasn't been back since. Now there is a video out of him at his sister's party, maskless, just chopping it up, having fun, and now he's at risk of losing He's at risk of losing 6 figures salaries each game he's gone because he violated a COVID-19 protocol. And it's always something going on with Kyrie, man. I feel like he's like the most misunderstood player as far as just like how quirky he can be and how weird he is, but he's so talented. So this is weird, bro. And someone brought up actually a really funny point. Katie was like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to play with LeBron because it's a toxic environment." But he's playing with Kyrie, and Kyrie has this reputation of being like really can be like a toxic teammate just because of how weird he can be. And he wasn't the greatest leader with the Cavaliers. Didn't get along with LeBron. So it's kind of a weird situation, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, bro. Like, how do you go from LeBron to Kyrie and talk about you don't want to play with somebody who's too much drama? What was it that you said?
Katie was saying he was a toxic environment around LeBron.
Toxic environment. That's
just because just because like LeBron, every time they lose, it's everybody else's fault except for LeBron, and every time they win, it's because of LeBron. It's just I agree it's a toxic environment, but he's playing with Kyrie now. He's just as toxic, if not more.
Kyrie Irving is a confusing superstar per se, and Marvin said that LeBron hit a no-look 3. He hit a no-look 3? What the fuck? He's trying to be on his Mahomes.
He took that shit, and then he just like turned around to the bench. Once he made it, everybody was like, "Oh my god, yeah, let's go!"
LeBron's out here hitting no-look 3s. We got to see this shit, man.
LeBron James is a gangster. I love LeBron. That's my man.
We come back to this running kind of slow. Damn, LeBron really trying to be on his Mahomes, huh? All right, we're going to have to check that out a little bit later on in the stream.
Trying to be on this Steph Curry.
I don't think I've ever heard, like, no look like he put it up, like he was in the shot, like, motion, and he was looking away, or he shot and then turned around before it went in. What up, Nick?
Shot and turned around.
Oh, he shot and turned around. See, LeBron, no look. I'm thinking that this man like went up without even looking at the basket. I mean, it's just looking at the stands. Like when he dunked really and he was staring at Jordan. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. He like took a split second and then he just jammed that joint. I remember that.
Shit. So back to Kyrie Irving, man. Super Bowl predictions. And we'll get there in just a second. That's going to be our very next topic. But before we get off on that, before we move on past that, We see Brooklyn's coach Steve Nash has spoke to Irvin, but he has consistently said he does not want to share details about his conversation with him. He's still on a personal leave, and all the communication between Kai and the organization, I'm going to keep it private. Kevin Durant said, I won't speak about Kyrie. I'll let him do that for himself. I'll be honest, though, man. I don't think we've seen teams play pretty good. Oh, wow. Thank you. Damn.
What happened?
Brendoza just left a $4.99 good job sticker. We appreciate that.
Super chat. Uh-oh.
We appreciate the super chat. I don't know why the little notey didn't come up for it, but it's all good.
Our first super
But it
chat.
should have made a
Shout out
noise,
to
though.
Brendoza.
Oh, it did make a noise?
Maybe we can set that up.
Oh,
We can set that up.
yeah.
That's tough, bro.
I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and hop into the Skype screen so we can see the chat on this side and any more donations if that is incoming. Yeah, man. So Kyrie Irving, I don't know them. We've seen him play. We've seen teams that he joins end up actually playing better without him when he's not in the lineup. So I mean, I think they should be straight, man. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. Yeah. They did lose what's his name, Dinwiddie for the year. I don't know how much that's going to affect him, but Allen, the dude, dude with the big afro, bro, he's a beast. Look like Joe Harris been having a good season.
Yeah, I mean they got the deepest team next to maybe the Lakers, maybe after definitely next to the Lakers. I mean, you still got Karis LeVert, still got Joe Harris, you still got Landry Shamet, Jared Allen, all of them. Like 1 through 10, you can't go wrong with the Nets.
Yes, sir. Bruno Zuni with the $2 sticker. Appreciate that, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Did I hear Nuke? Did I hear Nuke tonight? Is that what I heard? Damn, no dim. No dim. I'm not even hip to the dim. Or you mean no mod? You want to mod up? Hey, Chris, mod up Nick. I don't know why Nick's not a mod on here, man. Nick is the one who helped set up this OBS layout that we're working with today, man. So he should definitely get modded up. Finally have a good use for all these Google Play cards I got from doing surveys. Oh, he be getting paid from doing that shit. Okay. That's what's up. This guy, Bruno, is the type to get like an extra week on his Amazon delivery to get like a $1 Whole Foods coupon, man. Can't hate on the hustle.
Dude.
The grind.
Nah, definitely can.
That's
grind smart shopping right there.
He's up.
Smart shopping.
Brunellski is a up boy. All right, so he said Super Bowl predictions, he said. Not even, we're just going to skip past the divisional and the semis. We're just going to go straight to the Super Bowl. No Dimwitty. Yeah, no Dimwitty.
Pedro, are you still standing behind that Chiefs upset for this week?
Nah, not anymore, because I wasn't really like looking at the layout of the playoffs, because I was saying that I don't think the Chiefs would win a game. That is if they would play maybe the Bills, but the Bills are the number 2 team. They would only reach each other in the AFC Championship. So, oh, shoot, $10. Thanks, bro. Shoot, my man he's just making it rain.
He's balling.
He is making it rain. Hold up. My man is making it rain, bro.
Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am.
Sir and ma'am. We had both of them make some donations. We appreciate that very much, guys.
Sir.
You know, we're just trying to get more of these live streams going. And the next one, you'll hear a ding, ding. Next one, you better hear the little ding. Go ahead, drop a like on the video. All I know is the Ravens are going all the way. Hey, that's not far-fetched to think that the Ravens can take it all the way this time, because Lamar Jackson, bro, it's looking like he's finally owning his position as somebody who's supposed to be getting 100 yards rushing, because I think he was kind of getting bullied by the media and by people into being more of a pass-first pocket quarterback. instead of just being who
Yeah,
he is.
that's how this roll, bro. Just get him moving so he can just throw in the move, and he'll be all right. You know, what I mean, the arm is there. You just gotta get him comfortable.
You just gotta be who you are, man. Go get your
But
150 pass yards with 130 rush yards. Do that. You don't have to get 200-300 pass yards every time, because you know what ends up happening with him? He forces the issue and he gets like 2-3 interceptions and he gets in his own head. And he might even start fumbling it when he decides, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just start running. By then it's already too late. So he just gotta be who he is, man. I think that who do the Ravens play next week? Who do the
the
Ravens play
Bills,
next week? They play the Bill. They play
they
the
play the
Bills
Bills
next week.
in
Oh,
Buffalo,
shit.
in Buffalo too, right?
Oh man. Yeah. No,
You
they're
take
definitely gonna play in Buffalo next week.
you take Josh Allen over Lamar Jackson this week.
Of course. Josh Allen over Lamar
I'm like,
Jackson. Yeah, hell yeah. I had to really stop and think about that for a second. They're playing the Bills. The Bills just beat a good Colts team. I think the Colts probably had the best offensive line this entire year. I even seen it in this wild card game. Phillip Rivers didn't hit the deck one time, and they were able to still take the L. That Bills defense held them to 24 points. They didn't put up that many points themselves, but it's looking like that's not really needed against the Ravens putting up hella points. So if they can put up the same amount of points and keep that defense the same, they should win. I don't think that they're going to smash them, though. I think that the Ravens are better. They're hungrier. But Josh Allen, I think, is Josh Allen and Diggs, that connection is just too nasty, bro. And the defense, I think, should be able to take them the rest of the way.
I didn't even get to see what UMD football tweeted, but I know they tweeted some crazy stuff about Stephon Diggs last week because that's their boy.
That's their boy like shit, right? I know they like him.
No one loves Maryland. No one loves Maryland football like Maryland and Maryland football players, man. Stephon Diggs always giving back, man.
Yeah, he's saying Brady's hungry. He might win it again. Nah. That's not this year, bruh. Not this year.
They're playing against the Saints, right?
I believe so. Let's go ahead and look at divisional weekend here. NFL divisional weekend. It's going to be a couple of good matchups, man. You got Chiefs and I believe the Browns. You got the Saints and the Bucks. You got the Ravens and the Bills. And you got the Rams and the Packers. So I'm taking Bills. Who are you taking for Bills Ravens?
I'm going to take my boy LJ Jackson.
Okay.
LJ era, all of that.
LJ era for the W. That would be something.
Yes,
Buccaneers versus Saints. Who are you taking in that one?
You never want to bet against Tom Brady, man. So I'm going to go with Breezy. I'm going to go with Drew Brees and the Saints.
Ooh.
I think it'll be a shootout though. I think it'll be a lot of fun watching that game.
I got to be honest with you, man. I think that Tom Brady is going to pull off this win because the Saints this year, they were good, but I feel like they were beatable, man. They won a lot of games with Taysom Hill. I don't even know how to say it. Taysom Hill, the backup, tight end, running back, quarter, whatever he is, man. He's athlete. You know how they call the high school.
Check that 5-star the 5-star high school athlete.
Yep, exactly. And
do everything he wants to do.
They're beating on some teams, right? Like for example, when they got to play the Broncos, and the Broncos didn't even have an NFL quarterback starting that week. So I don't know, bro.
That's true.
Alvin Kamara is a beast. The defense is pretty good. I just don't know if they're made for another deep playoff run. But we'll see, though, because that one could go either way. For real. It could go either way. But Tom Brady could potentially come out with that one. I'll put my money on the Bucks for that game. But it really could go either way, like I said. That's the 6:40 matchup on Sunday. So that's the last game. That's the last game of the divisional round. That should be something.
Ooh. Yeah.
So the next game we got on the slate here is Browns versus Chiefs. Who you taking in that one, Baker or Mahomes?
Oh, my homeboy.
Easy, right?
Yeah, my homeboy. That's the easy choice. I'm so glad I made that choice last week, though, because, oh, my gosh, they spanked the Steelers. They made Big Ben look terrible.
Yeah, man. They made Big Ben look crazy. Bro, the Steelers started 11-0, man. 11-0, and they ended up losing. I think they went 1-4 to end the year, plus this playoff loss. So that's 1-5 to end the year. What's the biggest issue for Pittsburgh? Why couldn't they get it done? They had a good defense. Ben Roethlisberger had a solid season up until the very end. Was it Juju? Like, what happened, bro? Like, what was holding this team back?
I think they just took everything for granted, and then I think dancing on a logo from Smith-Schuster, I think that poked the bear every single time they went out. So of course everybody's gonna want to beat your ass. And
That
that's what
TikTok
happened.
shit, man. I think that TikTok really made teams disrespect that Steelers offense. Juju's TikToks.
Bro. And then you poke the bear with the Browns like 2 days before, and then they whoop your ass. They get out on you 28-0. What was that in the first quarter, bruh? And you're not even a starting receiver anymore. I think he's I think he's like a fourth string receiver. Why are you talking shit?
My man Christian Wright says, "Shut up, Dro. You getting knocked out. No words." Hey man, this is Steelers hoopla in the chat right now, guys. The Steelers are ass, bruh. I was trying to say this.
12 and 14.
I was trying to say this when they were 7-8-0. I don't feel like they're going to be beating on playoff teams like that. I didn't think they were going to get smashed by the Browns, but I didn't think that they were going to make no deep playoff. I thought they would at least win this game against the Browns and go and play the Chiefs, because they probably would have been the lowest remaining seed, or I think it maybe would have been the Ravens. Yeah, it would have been the Ravens that they would have ended up playing.
Did the Steelers win the AFC North?
Boo-boo Schuster. The Steelers win AFC North. Yeah, they won the AFC North, so that would have left the Ravens to play the Chiefs if that would have been that game. So instead, we end up getting the Browns versus the Chiefs. The Steelers versus the Bills. The Bills would have beat on them too. Steelers are cheeks, Christian. Boo-boo Schuster.
Sorry to say it, bro. Sorry to say it, buddy. Sorry to say it. Hey.
You about to talk shit about my team? My team didn't even make the playoffs, man. We're all doing the same thing.
Bro, we made the playoffs. What was that? 6-10, 7-8,
Almost.
whatever it was. Like that's really embarrassing. That no team should ever make a playoff with a losing record.
Crazy, right?
And then we hosted a playoff game against the Buccaneers. Like, that's some boo boo.
You trying to slide over to the side a little bit? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, bro. So we got Chiefs and Browns. You said you're taking my homeboy. I'm going to have to take my homeboy as well, obviously, man. I think that 40 points was definitely, my team is probably 2-5. My team was 6-10, bro. We were some shit, but we had good reason to be some shit. We didn't have one of our best players playing, so. Like, for most of the season, Saquon Barkley got hurt early. DJ got hurt somewhere along the line. Our receivers were butterfingers. They were supposed to be – Slayton was supposed to have a breakout year. But, hey, it happens, man. It's better than going 11-0 and getting smashed because of some TikToks, man.
Yeah, bro.
But, look, I'm
happy for the Browns, though.
Hell yeah. Congratulations. You know, I put out a tweet, right? I was like, yo, why does Baker have so many commercials, bro? Because I see Baker on all type of insurance commercials and, like, just having all types of exposure. Like, what the freak has he done to get so many commercials? And then he ends up cooking second half of the season. He was already kind of cooking last year, but not, like, to be on the same level of TV commercials as Aaron Rodgers. I probably seen him as much as I seen Aaron Rodgers and my homeboy. For real, I was like, damn. This guy's getting, like, an OC amount of exposure, but shoot, we're starting to see that he is a stud, and maybe he does deserve those commercials.
Shoot, man. I love the Aaron Rodgers commercials, though, with the Allstate guy.
Love it.
He's a funny guy, honestly.
Trade Juju for Deshaun Watson? What? That's an awful trade. That is an awful trade. Imagine if whoever were ever to make that trade, they should get fired. They should get fired.
The Rockets, the Houston Texans should be ashamed of themselves, not holding up to their word and talking to Deshaun Watson about anything too.
Yep, I know you seen J.J. Watt on the, like, walking out of the game, and he was apologizing, like, man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
we wasted your season, bro.
we should have won. We should have had 11 wins.
You
You
looking at
get
their
rid of.
schedule, bro? Hold on. When you look at the Texans' schedules, there's so many games that they easily could have won, easily, and they still lost. The 2020 Houston Texans schedule was just, it was heart wrenching, man. If you're a Texans fan, this was no fun because if they really could have gone 11-5. Let me go ahead and pull up the screen where y'all can see the internet
You
here.
think they're gonna trade him? You think they're gonna trade him?
Why not, right? I mean, go out there and, I mean, I don't know how much time is left on his contract, but trade him before you get nothing for him. So you got 34-20 against the Chiefs, 33-16. So let's look at the single possession games. You got 28-21, that's 1. 31-23, that's 2. 42-36, that's 3. 10-7, that's 4. 26-20, that's 5. 27-20, that's 6. 37-31, that's 7. And then 41-38, that's 8 different times where they lost by a single possession. And a lot of these games they were leading, especially this game against the Tennessee Titans when they were winning, and then the Chiefs the Titans came back down the field. They ended up winning over. They tied it in regulation because the Texans couldn't get a 2-point conversion. They ended up losing in overtime. Who saw Andre Johnson's tweet and D-Hop? Nah, I didn't see those tweets.
Well, and Deshaun Watson led the league in pass yards too this year, right?
I believe so, man. I could have been.
He got
I
a
wouldn't be
passing
surprised.
title. It's crazy, bro. I feel bad for the guy. He has such bad management over in Houston. You get rid of DeAndre Hopkins and get peanuts for that, and then you go have this terrible year. Might end up losing to J.J. Watt too. J.J. Watt might end up leaving, so your defense is going to be even worse. Like, how do you get back from that? How do you have confidence in your organization when they keep making boneheaded mistakes?
Right. Yeah, this shit is taking a look. Yeah, Deshaun Watson led the league with 4,823 yards. And how did he get to have so many yards? Because this man was trying to win them the game every single week. You got to abandon the run game sometimes when you can't do shit else.
I don't even think they had a great running back either.
Yeah, man.
Who was their starting running back?
The Texans starting running back. That's how random the Texans are. They have so many different. Let's look at their roster. So their running back this year was David Johnson. Oh, so David Johnson's still the running back of the Texans.
Oh, okay. He didn't have 1,000 yards this year. I know that.
You said when Dre speak, listen, D-Hop. Hey, Andre Johnson is a Houston Texans legend, man. This team's only been around since 2003, and he's the best player in their existence as of now. Him and J.J. Watt. Yeah, I would say so.
In 2003?
Oh, yeah. They've been out since 2003, something like that, early 2000s.
That's crazy. No, I mean, I would agree, though. It's either it's going to be Andre Johnson, J.J. Watt, and then Deshaun Watson somewhere in there.
So what was the tweet? What was D-Hop's tweet, Marvin? What was Andre Johnson's tweet? What were they tweeting about? That's the tweet. When Dre speak, listen, D-Hop. That's the tweet? Okay. Interesting. So I guess we're both going Chiefs for that one. And then the last one we have was let's go ahead and pull that shit back up. So the last one we have was what was long? The tweet was long?
Was it like a text or a tweet thread? Twitter thread?
Probably. Would not be surprised. So yeah, Saints and Bucks. You got Bills, or Rams versus the mother freaking. There we go. Rams versus Packers. That's the last one that we were looking at. Rams versus Packers. Who you got taking that one?
Rodgers, and the Packers, man. I'm going for that bad man down in Wisconsin.
You know what I think, bro? I think that Aaron Rodgers is going to go to the Super Bowl this year. That's what I think. If they win this game, they end up playing the winner of Bucks versus Saints, who I think could potentially be the Bucks. So let's say in a hypothetical, you end up getting Bucks versus Green Bay. Bucks smashed Green Bay earlier in the year, but I think that they'll redeem themselves.
And the Saints whooped the Bucks too.
The Saints did whoop the Bucks. So that one, yeah, well, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
Man, this man Tom Brady, 43 years old, bro.
You got what, 5 super old quarterbacks in the playoffs this year too. You got Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, and then Drew Brees in there. Like, it's like all the old gunslingers are just hanging out. And Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is like 36, 37 or so.
It's a mix of the generations, bro. Now you got all these old quarterbacks, right? Starting to weed it out in the AFC specifically. You got all 25 and under left in the AFC quarterback. The oldest quarterback remaining in the AFC right now is actually Baker Mayfield. You got Baker.
How old is Baker Mayfield?
He's 25. He's 25.
25?
So you got
my age? He's our age?
Yeah, bro. You got Baker.
That's crazy.
You got Josh Allen. You got Lamar. And you got Mahomes. Lamar is like 24, 23.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is like 24, 25.
I think Patrick Mahomes turned 25 in like September or something.
That's right. I'm that man's spokesperson. I know everything about him.
Bro, isn't it weird to think about all these quarterbacks? They're our age and they're making millions of dollars playing football.
I be thinking that about like
talking about them on a podcast.
Exactly. Not only that, I be thinking about like artists too, bro. Like look at somebody like Lil Uzi. Lil Uzi's like 25. A lot of these people are super young. That's why they're so relatable, because they're our age. You know, like people that are, 40, 50 years old are going to look at like, what the fuck is this BS, man? Because they relate more to, the older athletes, the older musicians, the Biggies, the freaking Keyshawn Johnsons, the Emmett Smiths.
Uzi is 26.
Who is?
Uzi is 26.
Oh, Uzi's 26. Okay.
Yeah.
But relatively like around the same age, like Cardi, Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
He's 1996. He was born, so that makes him like 24 years old. All these people are hella young, man, making big money, and here we are talking about it, man. Here we are talking about him.
It's a crazy life, isn't it?
Got to climb up the ladder, though, because, everybody, every walks of life can make big types of money. Got to just climb that ladder. You said, what message retracted? What happened? Don't sleep on Tannehill? I'm sleep. I'm snoring on Tannehill, bro. What's he doing? That's the Derrick Henrys, the Tennessee Derrick Henrys. You take Derrick Henry outside of that offense, Tannehill's not throwing the rock 50, 40 times. He's not doing it. If he throws the rock,
he responded really well though he responded really well against the Ravens though, taking away Derrick Henry.
He said, but hold on, Tannehill got eliminated. What you mean? Don't sleep on Tannehill. 13 points. I'm sleep. 13 points. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that, man? But
not winning a fantasy championship.
Yeah, hell no, bro. So as far as Super Bowl predictions, man, I would say it's going to end up being Bucks and Packers, and I got the Packers winning that one. And then you look at the AFC side of things, it's going to be between the Bills and the Chiefs.
Oh, damn. No faith in Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, huh?
Nope. No. Well,
even if the Ravens made it to the AFC Championship, they're not beating Patrick Mahomes.
Nah.
Patrick Mahomes dominates every time they play against the Ravens. It's not a rivalry.
I would say, bro, the Chiefs got real lucky to avoid the Ravens, because I think, bro, honestly, now that you put it that way, the Ravens ended their season hot, right? When we did these predictions last week and we were talking about our wild card picks, I picked the Ravens to beat the Titans off of their strength at the end of the regular season last year. How they were like 7-5, they lost to the Steelers twice, 2 close ones, right? And then they went just ripping off a bunch of wins. They won 4 out of their last 5, and they just started cooking. I said Lamar started being who he is. That could really fuck up the Bills come playoff time, because, you know, they didn't have to really deal with anybody running around on them last week with Phillip Rivers. So let's see if they're ready for this game plan that the Ravens got, man. They're looking like they've been playing a lot better, especially from last year to this year. They played the same team. And they were on the road. Not that it really matters without the crowd, but I don't know, man. The Ravens have a good chance. That's like a coin flip, honestly, bro. But if I had to put my bottom, you know what, man? I'll just go ahead and say I'd take the Ravens, bro, because they were the Bills. The Bills were looking crusty against the Colts, and the Ravens were looking sharp basically most of the afternoon, even though it was a low-scoring affair. They looked like they had a good grasp on that game, and Lamar Jackson was kind of controlling, you know, the pace of the offense, and you know,
he did everything he wanted to.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. He did what you asked him to do, so why not go out there and do it again? JT had 1169 yards and 1169 yards and 11 touchdowns. Jonathan, Jonathan Taylor was a beast. I had him on my fantasy team this year. I dropped him eventually, but he's nice though. He's from the DMV. Shout out to Jonathan Taylor, man.
Are you gonna play another season of fantasy football next year?
Of course, man. I'm fantasy football 4L, baby. I'm here for the long run. Fantasy football, fantasy basketball, man. At some point, if I learn enough baseball, I might go fantasy baseball. We'll see, man. I want to get into as much fantasy.
Fantasy baseball is interesting.
You know what I mean? Fantasy football was fun.
Yeah.
The only problem with fantasy football or basketball is when the leagues get deeper, you're going to have to really be on the lookout for good picks.
Right. And fantasy basketball, they do like week by week stuff too.
Yeah, it's not.
And that's what I learned. Like I did it last year. I played in like a league with some media people, and we put up $100 each. Whoever wins gets a pot. Yeah. Now there were some stressful weeks. I wanted that $100 bad. I wanted that pot real bad.
Yeah, man. I know Marvin was saying that he's doing like a lot, or he was doing like some money leagues. I didn't do any money leagues, no basketball, no football money leagues, but I was taking bets, and I'm still taking bets. If anybody's in the chat and want to make a bet, tune back into the next live stream, or I might even do a live stream at the end of Sunday just so we can kind of react to our predictions, see what we get. Out of my 4 predictions last week, the only one that I got wrong was the Rams and the Seahawks. I picked Ravens to win. I picked Bills to win. I had picked no, I got 2 of them wrong because I thought the Steelers were going to beat the Browns, so I got that one wrong. 2 for 2. So we'll 2 and 2, I guess I should say. I know KYRIE owner's sick, lost all 7 of my leagues this season. What, for football, he lost all 7 leagues? KYRIE is fucking things up for the fantasy. Hell yeah. And dude, fantasy is so crazy when players start getting hurt, especially now, even with the COVID stuff, right? Games are getting postponed, and here I am. I have like 3 people that play for the Pelicans. I have Josh Hart, I got Steven Adams, and I got Brandon Ingram, all on my fantasy basketball team. And then their game gets postponed. I'm out of 3 players. So I go from having 8 players in my lineup to 5, while homie got 10 playing on his lineup, no canceled games that I can see as of right now. That should be fucking me up, bro. And the injuries, Larry Markkinen hasn't played in like a week. They're just messing me up with these injuries, man. The luck is terrible.
I don't think Michael Porter Jr. has played in like 2 weeks either, and he's been in and out of the protocol too.
So when they say, oh, a player's in the protocol, right? But they don't say, because if they say you got COVID, they'll say you got COVID. When they say such and such player is in COVID protocol, is it because they came in contact with somebody that's positive?
Yeah, basically, like what happened with Bradley Bill, right? He was in the protocol because he was hanging out, or like he was like talking to Jason Tatum, and he was guarding him the whole game. So then they were like, all right, we're gonna have to see what's going on with this guy. He ended up only missing one game, but that's still crazy. And then the Wizards still have 2 players out, so they got the game postponed against the Jazz tomorrow. This is
Damn. So JT got Rona too.
Yeah, JT does got Rona.
Damn. What I want to know is how the hell were they so clean in the bubble, man? Is it because like
everybody was being super cautious?
They were just hella isolated.
They had no one coming out. Yeah, they had no one coming in or out. You know, I mean, it's easy when you're just there with your team, and the media and the refs.
That's true, man. They had some of those reporters down there the whole 100 days. Or was it like something like
108 days?
108
Malika Andrews is in there for 108 days, bro. I cannot imagine. But I don't know why I would have so much fun at the same time. But nah, I would miss too much.
I know you can respect that because you're a journalist. You're a sports journalist. So I know when you see somebody that's like in the sidelines, the sideline trenches, I guess you could say. I know you can respect it. You know what it's like down there. But a COVID bubble. That's crazy. 100 days in the COVID bubble with a crazy political climate, with games getting canceled by players. We had never seen those shit, bro. 2020 was insane, bro. And it's looking like 2021 could be like 2020 junior, man. I hope, at least.
We're not gonna speak it into existence.
Nah, exactly.
We're gonna speak good thoughts.
Hey, man, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. I didn't say nothing.
Exactly.
2021 is going to be 2021 and not 2020 junior.
Yes, sir.
But we have had some fucked up shit happen already. So let's just hope shit straightens itself out. The universe will take care of itself, man. We need to start our own, like, we got a Discord, right? So we have, I think most of the people that are in this live are probably from the Discord. I know at least like 3 of them are. We need to have our own fantasy league, guys. Football and basketball. And if we have like, I don't know, like 8, 9 people, it would be deep. But not too deep, where we can all have some solid talent on our squad. Like, bro, my best player is Brandon Ingram and Pascal Siakam. Like,
really?
Pascal Siakam.
How big is the league?
We've been cooking lately, though.
How big is the league that you're in?
13 people.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm in a 13-person squad. But Brandon Ingram, no disrespect to Brandon Ingram, bro, but I need someone who's going to give me like 28, 29 points on a nightly basis, like fantasy points, not points, right? So Brandon Ingram's giving me like 25. Siakam, as of late, has been putting up triple doubles and shit. So he's been definitely, I think the media put so much shade on Pascal Siakam that he started just kind of taking it personal. He really took it personal. He's been cooking as of the last couple games to the point where he's basically 2 game winners in a row. Like, he was within 2 shots to win 2 different games. And he's been putting up like 30, 20-something.
The Raptors are really struggling this year, though. I think they're like 2. I think they have a worse record than the Wizards.
Who? The Toronto Raptors? Yeah, they're not looking too good this year, man.
I don't know what's going on with them. It's weird.
Usually at this point they're cooking, right? But you know what it is? It's because Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka, they were really the last 2 guys that were there kind of having some type of rim protection and really at least giving Pascal Siakam something to work with, right, in terms of spreading out the floor a little bit. These guys were, I guess they were kind of stretch bigs a little bit, but they made it work once Kawhi left. Sure. Once Kawhi left, they were the 2 guys that were kind of like, all right, we'll fill in what Kawhi left, have more of a role. Fred VanVleet became, I guess you can say, almost a star player. Not at all a superstar, but he kind of coming into his own game as of late. You take Serge and Marc Gasol out of there, man. Pascal Siakam is looking like, like what he was before. It's looking like he was on like a downwards trajectory until these last 2-3 games. Now he's really starting to kick it up a little bit. what do you think the future is going to look like for the Toronto Raptors? Are they going to be that number 1 to 3 seed that they've been over the last couple of years? Or do you think they take a dip under the 4?
I think they go back to what they were before, like 4 or 5, third best team in the league or in the East. But right now, I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs this year just because they started off so badly. They lost a lot of their identity. Like you said, they lost Marcus Gasol and Serge Ibaka. Like, how do you make up for that? And how does Pascal Siakam respond to the more pressure on him? Like, the dude's got to do a whole lot. Fred VanVleet is okay this year. I haven't watched too much of him, but, it's just crazy. And then Kyle Lowry's like 35, 36. Are you going to keep him around because he's going to be a free agent after this season?
Yep.
What do you do with the point guard spot next to Fred VanVleet?
Hey, no disrespect to Fred, bro. No disrespect to Fred, but he's a baller, right? But how much production are you really going to get from a guy at that size who's not really that athletic? He doesn't have, like, the most killer handle in the world. He's not like Steph Curry by any means. So how long can you really – how much production can you really get out of that before teams start clamping that, before teams just start saying, you know what, you're not scoring. We're going to make Pascal beat us by shooting the ball 40 times. I don't think that's going to do them any good, man. And I said this last year. I think I don't know who I told, if it was Marvin or somebody else. I might have told somebody, like, in a different group chat. I was saying I don't think that Pascal – or I was telling you, actually. I don't think Pascal would make a crazy difference on a playoff series moving forward without Kawhi, and that's what ended up happening. They're not what they're supposed to be.
He really struggled in the playoffs last year.
The no fans, right, man. It's the no fans. I think
no
really
fans.
Fucking
it might be the new fans. It might just be limitations too. But the no fans is definitely affecting them. Like, you got to manufacture your own energy at this point.
Yeah, Siakam, man, really need to pick your shit up, buddy. But we'll see what ends up happening with the Raptors. The East is looking kind of loaded. We're seeing the emergence of Sabonis. Sabonis from the Pacers. He's looking like a beast. They're looking like,
the
Philly. The Knicks
are 500. Atlanta's 500. Oh my gosh, the East is looking pretty good.
Yep.
I'm happy for the Suns, though. The Suns are amazing, even though they got spanked last night by the Wizards. Like, who would have? I mean, actually, no, you can't say who would have thought, but having CP3 there helps so much with that team because now they actually have, like, a great point guard around them. And that's all they needed for Devin Booker. It's a great point guard in this team.
So let's go ahead and look at the standings right quick, right? So the Celtics are 7-3. You got the Bucks at 7-4. But the teams that are really surprising me right now, the Magic are at 6-5. But Vucevic has been playing really good. Terrence Ross has had a couple of great nights. They look like they have some promise. Like, they can get a little bit higher up in the playoffs this year. LaMelo Ball, the youngest player to ever get a triple-double, they're looking like they can make some noise, maybe as an 8th seed. The Nets are at the 7th spot right now, which is probably surprising most people at 6-6, but I don't think that that's going to remain that way. They should probably
they're
move up into the
they're
top
missing
3.
Kyrie and they're missing Spencer Dinwiddie. It makes sense for them to be struggling right now.
Tatum recently came out and said the bubble had certain players acting different. Acting different in what way? Like, off the court or like playing wise?
Playing better. Like, look at Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell when they did against each other in the playoffs. Like, everybody was just hooping. Had no pressure other than just to hoop.
Yeah, that's true. You seen, the Clippers, man. They went from talking all this shit. How can you guard two guys that can get you a bucket and stop the other team from getting a bucket? That's what Paul George said, and boom, they didn't even want to be in the bubble, man. You seen guys that were talking, young guys telling LeBron in that meeting, when they were trying to discuss, do we move forward with the bubble? They're saying, nah, man, we don't want to play. You had guys that just didn't want to be there, bro. I'm sure there were people acting hella different, playing above their level. Yeah, definitely. You seen Jamal Murray played above his level, like you said. D. Mitch, freaking shoot. Who else, man? Who else was cooking? Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard was dogging shit until he met the Lakers. Speaking of the Lakers, they're the only. Devin Booker too. They went 8-0 in the bubble. He had that game winner where he laid out flat on the ground.
Yes, sir.
The only thing that hasn't changed though is the Lakers. They're 8-3, and they've been cruising, bro. Like they seem, and no one's talking about it. You see, everyone else is talking about the Nets. People are talking about Giannis. Oh yeah, T.J. Warren was another player that played way above his level, and he's coming back down to earth now.
Tyler Hero too, Jimmy Butler.
Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler for sure, for sure. Duncan Robinson, even he was cashing out crazy in the bubble. But the Lakers are the only team that really is like the exact same. The Celtics were, you know, they're always around a top team in the conference. But the Lakers are really the one team that hasn't changed, and no one's talking about it, right? And this is with LeBron was talking about he didn't even want to play the first couple of games of the season. Talking about he's gonna cherry pick all day. Funny I say what?
I don't blame him.
What up, Christian? Welcome back. Welcome back, buddy. Tatum was being interviewed by Hero when he said that he was being interviewed by Tyler Hero. Interesting. You know what I seen?
No, you go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say I seen a tweet about Kawhi Leonard, right? Saying like after this man retires from the NBA, what the fuck is he gonna do? Like we'll never see or hear from him ever again. Can y'all see Kawhi being like a TNT analyst? Or like doing something like Peyton Manning doing the freaking like detail or something like that?
No, I doubt it. I think he's gonna like literally retire and like leave us all alone. You'll probably never see him again after he retires.
Into like obscurity, maybe.
Yeah, he won't ever be around now. Until we see him at the retirement ceremony, or not the retirement, but the Hall of Fame ceremony. We're never gonna see him.
Bro, that would be interesting.
He's in the cut.
Scottie Pippen seemed like a shy guy. I don't know. He seemed like in his playing days, from what I've seen, he didn't seem like the talkative type, and now he's on ESPN. So who knows, man? Yeah,
but then he was playing with Michael Jordan, and he had to be out there a little bit. Like he knew how to talk to the people.
That's true.
He wasn't like a big expressive person, in my opinion, at least.
So these are the two teams that I'm looking at right now, the Warriors and the Mavericks, right? The Warriors at 6-4. Steph Curry started cooking when he took those braids out. Wiseman's been playing pretty good, taking coast to coast, and I've been seeing some highlights from him, man. I really like Wiseman. But they're looking like they should probably stay around there. And then the Mavericks, they're about to add KP again, Kristaps Porzingis, and they'll probably catapult up until around this 3-4 area. I could see them winning like the next. They're already on a 3-game win streak. They'll probably start ripping off a couple more. Luka hasn't been making too much noise though, like compared to what.
That's my MVP pick for the season.
Compared to what you thought, would be happening at this point, but I don't know. It is hella early, and they had, I guess.
I feel like there isn't any. Clear MVP person right now.
LeBron has been the best overall player so far in terms of being at the top of the NBA MVP ladder. It's got to be LeBron, bro, because this man got his team at 8-3, the best in the entire NBA as of right now, as of the time of this recording, and he has the best overall stat line. He's putting up all types of triple doubles, double doubles. Efficient ones too, you know how LeBron is, and he's shooting better from the free throw line this year. If LeBron James wins the MVP at 36, bro, that would be crazy. That's gonna be a hell of an accomplishment.
I think he might be the oldest ever.
Him and Aaron Rodgers are both about to win MVPs at age 36. How wild is that?
It's one big victory for the old guys. That's what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I told you it's two generations, man. You got the generation of NFL players and the generation of NBA players. You got the older ones and the younger ones, right? I'm talking about the super old ones, the Tom Brady's, not everyone is as old as Tom Brady, but you got Tom Brady, you got Drew Brees, you got Aaron Rodgers, and then you got the Josh Allens, you got the Mahomes, you got Lamar Jackson, you got Ja Morant, you got freaking LaMelo Ball, LeBron. You see the
Zion.
the Zions, the BIs, man. You see these guys in their twilight, and then these new guys who, they just look at it like, man, the league is in great hands.
The
Do you
NFL
think,
definitely is in great hands.
isn't it, bro? Do you think that these generation of new athletes in football and basketball will surpass this generation that we just got done witnessing? Because I would say a lot of people might say that this round of athletes in the NBA and the NFL are probably the best that there's been. Do you think that this next one can eclipse that?
I definitely think so. I definitely think the NFL is heading towards like a great era. I mean, look at Mahomes, look at Deshaun Watson, look at Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield to a certain extent. Like all mobile quarterbacks are super fun to watch. But yeah, the NFL is gonna be all right. NBA remains to be seen, bro. I don't know who takes the crown from LeBron. I mean, is it gonna be Zion, LaMelo Ball? Who knows? I mean, it's gonna be like a committee thing. But NFL, yeah, they're gonna be all right. I mean, you could argue honestly that 2019 or 2018 Patrick Mahomes was just as great as 07 Brady. You know what I mean? Like, how dominant was that? It's amazing to watch.
But it don't mean a thing without the ring, though.
Don't mean anything. Hey, they both ended up losing their best seasons ever. But I mean, you still got one ring for Mahomes. You still got six
Yeah.
for the GOAT, Tom Brady. Hey, if Patrick Mahomes can get 6 without losing, does that make him better than Tom Brady?
6-0. That's a lot for Super Bowls, man. That's a lot to ask. Not one single loss. I think if he goes 4-0, that has to put him past Brady. 4-0 because Tom Brady's 6-3. I got to give him props for making it that many times though. 9 Super Bowl trips. The AFC had its moments where it was tough, and sometimes he got his breaks and it was kind of easy. But 6-3 versus 4-0. 4-0 in today's NFL too, because Montana went 4-0, and I don't really hear too many people goating him. He's got to be up there, but I don't know, man. I think Mahomes going 4-0 could 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Nah, 4-0, man, because bro, that's an accomplishment. And if Mahomes were to pull off, let's say he wins this year and next year 3-0, no quarterback has ever three-peated. That's got to put him at least tied, if not past Brady, in terms of GOATness. He's already goated with the skill, but with the accomplishment, he's gonna get there, bro. He's gonna get there when it's all.
Bro, he's arguably the most talented quarterback we've seen, ever.
Facts. It's between him and Aaron Rodgers, and in terms of arm talent, him and Aaron Rodgers. Maybe you throw in Montana. I would have to watch more Montana highlight, but maybe you throw Montana. What do you guys think, chat? Montana. Who's the most talented quarterback in terms of arm talent? He said Houston led for a total of 11 seconds over 96 minutes. The Lakers are different. Yeah, the Lakers are different, bro. Rob Pelinka went to work. Rob Pelinka said, I got this. And my man went out there and just got him. He got him Schroeder. He got him Marc Gasol. Got him Montrez, man. I knew that this Lakers team was bound for greatness after this offseason, man. And LeBron James, he's looking like he's not missing a beat, bro. Like, he was saying that he was going to cherry pick, but this man has been at the top of the NBA MVP ladder. How does that happen? And they're able to take care of shit when he's on the bench. What do you say?
Bro, I don't think Father Time is going to be able to beat him the way he's looking right now.
Yeah, I don't think so, bro. I really don't. Cause, bro, it's just incredible, man. It's incredible what's going on. Marino might be more talented than Mahomes. There you go. See, that's why I asked y'all, because I knew I had to miss someone in there. Marino definitely is super talented. Whenever we see records and whatnot that people be breaking, Marino is always, at the top of these lists. He said Elway is another one. True that. True that. Would Steve Young be in that category? Would Steve Young be in the category of all-time quarterback talents?
And he subbed in like perfectly for Joe Montana too for those 49ers.
Right, and he still had Jerry Rice.
That's what the Niners fan.
Yeah, definitely can't sleep on the Marinos and the Elways, man. John Elway is one of the few quarterbacks to go back-to-back. If Marino would have won rings, he would have been much more in these discussions about like greatest quarterbacks ever. That no ring takes him out the same way it takes Charles Barkley out of a lot of conversations.
Bro, all people think about Charles Barkley is just him as an analyst and him being goofy as shit.
This man just say Lenny Dawson. Lenny Dawson. Oh, I know who Johnny Unitas is. Johnny Unitas a beast. He used to play for the Baltimore Colts back when we were like back when our parents were ideas in our grandparents' heads.
Seriously.
I don't know who Lenny Dawson is though. Is that a country singer? Lenny Dawson sounds like he makes country music. My man's name is Lenny. Shout out to Lenny. Lenny the Plug.
Lenny Dawson. Football quarterback.
Yes, sir. Hey, Johnny U, bruh. Johnny U. Wasn't Johnny Unitas the original Johnny Football before Manziel?
Probably, yeah.
I believe that's where the Johnny Football came from.
Lenny Dawson played 19 years in the NFL and AFL for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's see, Lenny Dawson. Let's see how this
He's
Lenny Dawson character.
Super Bowl winner. He's got a Super Bowl MVP, Pro Bowl, Man of the Year, 3-time AFL champion, 6-time AFL All-Star.
Oh, my man looks
All AFL.
My man looks like
All AFL. AFL MVP. He was like that in the AFL.
So he got 3 AFL chips, like you said. All-Star 2-time. He got the AFL MVP. Nice. Yo, he got a resume, man. And then he said Marino got 5,000 passing yards in the 80s. Everyone else who ever got that in the 2010s pass happier league. Damn. That's
Good
true.
point.
Because for a long time, the NFL was definitely run happy. And for Marino and Elway to be cooking in their eras, that's definitely something. Let's look at Dan Marino's stats. Dan Marino got all the really good stats except for chips. That's the only thing that's missing from his legacy is being a Super Bowl champion. Homie has 9 Pro Bowls, 3 first-team All-Pros. He got... He got MVP in 84. He got Offensive Player of the Year. 420 total touchdowns. I think by the time he retired, he was like the all-time leader. He led the league in passing touchdowns 3 times. He's in the Hall of Fame. Let's go ahead and look at his season stats, though. Let's look at his season stats. I know Marino has some sick-ass stats. So, and damn, this is like at the beginning of his career. My man went for 2,000 yards his rookie year, and then the very next year, he more than doubled that with 5,084. 48 touchdowns. That's insane. In 1984, this man was what? So, if he was born in 61, he was 23 years old. Like, that's some Mahomes-esque type-ish. So he must have had a bad team. See. Okay, no. That yellow means that he won MVP. So they went to the Super Bowl, but they lost to the Niners.
Talking about the Dan Marino?
Yeah, 1984, they went to the Super Bowl. So that man went to the Super Bowl, 14-2. And I don't know if he wasn't part of that perfect team that the Dolphins had, but he did take his team all the way to the Super Bowl. All right, Christian, he said BRB. All right, Brody. And then they went up against the Niners with Bill Walsh, 15-1. The Dolphins were 14-2 with Don Shula, RIP. and they just got basically smashed the entire evening. Dan Marino, he was doing some Mahomes-esque type-ish. Or maybe Mahomes was doing some Marino type. Because I seen a lot of comparisons to Marino and Mahomes. Let's look at the final stats. Yeah, Marino got shut down here. 29 for 50, 300 yards. But he had 2 picks and a 66.9 rating. No good. But look at this run game. No help at all. Only QB I can think of with more All-Pros is Peyton. Yeah, Tom Brady doesn't even have that many All-Pros like that, to be honest.
But we know who's better between the two of them, though.
Yeah. So you see him here in this first couple of seasons hit the 5,000, 4,000, 4,700, 40 touchdowns twice over that span. And then after that, he just started throwing hella picks. 21 picks, 23 picks, 23 picks, 22 picks, double digit every single time. See, that's I think another thing that's really holding him back in a lot of these conversations, not being over this 100 rating that he was in 1984 many other times, right? But then when you look at somebody like Aaron Rodgers, again, it's probably some recency bias. Obviously, you know, like I'm more hip to these newer players, but it's hard to argue these stats for, like, let's say taking like Aaron Rodgers over Marino. Number one, because he got a ring, even though it's only one. But this is my favorite thing about Aaron Rodgers. After this 13 interceptions right here, or actually after this 11 interceptions right here, he didn't throw any more double-digit picks after that. And then this year, he just got done doing a career high. So 6, 8, and meanwhile, he's throwing like 30, 40 touchdowns a year. He had 25 and 26 in the last 2 years. Kind of slowed down there. But then 48 touchdowns this year. 71% almost completion percentage. 125. He's definitely going to win MVP this year. They had a solid record. I really don't see why he shouldn't be the MVP this year. I was saying Mahomes up until like towards the end, and then he got benched. Yeah, it's got to be Aaron Rodgers to be MVP this year. 4,300 yards. But this right here is wild, bro. 412 touchdowns to double-digit 89 interception and a career average of 103.9 passer rating. That is incredible. That's incredible.
A right there.
We were talking about Marino not cracking 100 other than one time. Rodgers has only cracked under 100 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in his career. And he's been playing for like 15, I don't know, like 12, 13 years. He's been in the league for some time.
He didn't even start at least like his first 3 or 4 seasons, right? Behind Brett Favre.
Yeah, he was watching behind Favre, man. And Favre, he's another one I think that we didn't mention. We talked about Marino. We talked about Elway. We talked about Aaron Rodgers. We talked about Mahomes. But we haven't really talked about Brett Favre, right? Brett Favre was gunslinger, super pass happy. He had a couple of good receivers, good tight ends. He definitely
had a lot of fun playing.
Hell yeah. It seemed like his teammates liked playing with him more than Aaron Rodgers. Not that it has anything to do with talent, but I am so entertained. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, Nick Carver. I'm about to start crying, my G. But yeah, Brett Favre is definitely, he's got to be up there in the talks for most talented, like, arm-wise, right? Especially towards the end, though, man. Like, when he was cooking with Green Bay in his later years, and then he started cooking with the Vikings. He was even cooking a little bit with the Jets, too. That man just did not want to go out, bro.
Nah, he had too much fun playing football, bro. He's like that most modern, this athlete won't retire, this athlete won't die. Craziness.
Yup. Peyton Manning, too. Peyton Manning. I don't know if like there's not too many knocks on Peyton Manning either. You know, Peyton Manning was a really, really, really good quarterback.
He left when he was supposed to leave too. So I think that's the best part about it.
Went off on a chip, man. He went off on a Super Bowl chip. That was incredible for Peyton Manning. I was just hoping that he didn't have any type of like scandal, like about him having like PEDs or anything like that, because I heard some rumors there towards the end. But talent-wise, he's up there too. I think we mentioned probably all of the most talented quarterbacks of all time. Are we missing anybody? Manning, Mahomes, Marino, Elway, Favre, Rodgers.
I don't know who else.
I think that's it, bro. That's it. I mean, I don't know if people would throw Big Ben in there. Probably not. I wouldn't.
Who?
Big Ben? Ben Roethlisberger's cheeseburger?
I probably wouldn't say that.
No, that's probably something Christian Rice would do because that's his man's. His team. Yeah, I think that's basically all the super talented arm quarterbacks. But those are our predictions, man. NFL divisional round is here. The games will be on Saturday and Sunday. We'll check back in to see what our results end up being, see how accurate they are. So for me, I got Chiefs over Browns. I got Chiefs over Browns. I got Bucks over Saints. I got who are the Rams playing again? There we go. So conference championships. No, we're not quite there yet. All right, so we got Rams and Packers. I got Packers over Rams. I got Ravens over Bills. I got Chiefs over Browns, and I got Bucks over Saints. And then Brooks is saying he got Packers, he got Ravens, he got Chiefs, and you got Saints or you got Bucks?
Saints.
So there you have it, man. HMO Podcast Live, episode 17. Those are our predictions. Kyrie went missing. Hopefully that's not going to be too big of a problem for the Nets. And if it is, LeBron's going to win his 5th championship.
Of course. It's going to be an of course moment.
Let's see, man. I'm rooting for the Lakers to keep doing what they're doing, man, because LeBron James plays so well when no one's talking about him, and right now no one's talking about him. When he's facing like low pressure, he plays even better than he already does under pressure. Y'all boys, what's he about to say? What you gearing up to say here? Before we get out of this live stream, I want to see what you guys say here, Christian. Yeah, man. Let's hope the NBA doesn't get canceled. These new COVID protocols, hopefully they help. Y'all boys stay goated.
Facts.
Big facts.
You stay goated, bro. You stay goated. We're nothing without you.
GG's. Yes, sir, man. Well, let's check back in on Sunday after all these games go down. We'll leave the Discord link in the bio or in the description for anybody that wants to join it, even though that's temp. If you want to just leave a comment on the video, drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, all that YouTube-y stuff, man. Hey, I got you, Christian. We'll be on the Discord. Turn the post noties on so you never miss these, man. When we go live, this is our new layout. Nick Carver is going to be in here. He's going to be doing some gaming and stuff with us. We'll kind of, ease into some more gaming and stuff like that. I've been doing a couple games here and there. He'll be joining us. At some point we gotta get you in on some of these gaming streams too, Brooks. I don't know how much video games you play like that, but we'll definitely get you in there.
I might be getting into a Switch soon, so we'll see what happens with that.
Nice.
We can get a Mario Kart stream in there.
Yes, sir, man. That would be tough.
Smash.
We could definitely make something like that happen. Smash, Mario Party, Mario Kart, you name it, man.
Do you have Smash?
Not anymore. We sold it, but shit. Could always get another one. So we'll go ahead and leave it out for today's live stream. Make sure you hit that noti bell. Hit the noti bell. It helps the channel. And like the video. It helps the channel a lot. Share it with some friends. And let's check back in on our predictions Sunday. Anybody want to place a wager? This is the last chance. Anybody want to put a wager? So if I get a bet right against any one of y'all, I'll Cash App. And if I get it wrong, I'll Cash App whoever wants to bet with me. And if I get it right, y'all got to pull up to the chat and leave a super chat or a super sticker or a super donation, something like that. Bring gaming to the next level. Yes, sir. Nick Carve, man. This guy has, again, I shouted him out like 10 trillion times because it really was a big help that he gave me by showing me Streamlabs and like kind of just getting situated with it and stuff like that, leading me towards the equipment that I needed to get, like a new monitor, game capture card, and all this stuff. Definitely helped out a lot. You know, we were linking up while he was helping me out with this stuff. So we're definitely going to have Nick Carve, but you got to change your name, bro. If it's going to be Nick Carve, change it from Roadhog. Retire Roadhog 98.
Bro.
Retire that.
HMO Nick. Nigga HMO Nick to the Twitch, man.
HMO Nick. That would be tough. If you want to call yourself that, bro, that would be tough, but you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I probably change my dammitdro to HMO Dro. Dammitdro makes it feel like makes me feel too clumsy. HMO Dro feels more natural. If it's dammitdro, people might think I'd be fucking up. So I can't let y'all think that.
HMO Dro does have like a nice little flow to it.
Right?
It's very nice. I think that works out for you.
Yeah, man. We got some stuff in the works. Nick Carve, HMO Gaming, Christian Rice, the moderator. Hey, make sure y'all make Marvin a moderator too, because I can't do that right now. So definitely mod up. Hey, and mod Nick Carve too. Christian, if you can mod both of them for me real quick, mod them for me for future streams. So we have, I want to make sure everybody from the Discord is modded. So then we come in here and we could.
Shout out to the Discord goats.
Should you start on YouTube? Yeah, bro. You already got one video on YouTube. You might as well just kind of build off of that a little bit. HMO Nick Carver, HMO Nick. HMO, it could go either way. What you think, Brooks? HMO Nick Carver, HMO Nick?
HMO Nick.
HMO Nick. HMO Nick. You don't know how, Christian? No, that's okay. I'll work on that later then. I do that like after. But all right, y'all. Appreciate you guys for pulling up to the stream. We'll be back with another live stream real soon. Be on the lookout, man. If the NBA season gets canceled, you already know we're going to be on live. So make sure you hit that noti bell so you don't miss none of this.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you on
Thank
the next
you for
one.
watching.